Pooh Shiesty, you feel me? Apparently he, I guess, kidnapped Gucci Mane. Don't know. Just now hearing about it. Shoot, let's get into it, you know what I'm saying? Trapmore Ross is gonna explain the whole situation, allegedly, to us, of what allegedly happened. But we don't know, you don't know, we weren't there. Let's just react to it. See what this nigga talk about.
Folks, the Pooh Shiesty situation is getting worse, and now Pooh Shiesty's mother might be the reason that he ends up doing decades in jail, because his mum is talking a little bit too much with all Gucci was telling. Well, Pooh Shiesty's mother is giving the perfect motivation. She's giving the perfect motivation for why this robbery might come down. So this video, I'm going to break down all the real reasons why Pooh Shiesty might actually kidnap allegedly Shane, and I'm going to show you why his mother might be the reason that he ends up serving decades in jail. First of all, let's just go back over one of the kind of early theories about why this happened, because I don't personally buy it, if I'm completely honest with you. But people have been saying for a while, because Pooh Shiesty's cousin Big Star passed away, he was trying to Gucci Mane too, and Gucci Mane wanted his chains back. He wanted his 1017 chains back. After Big Scar died, they were apparently alone. They weren't a gift, it was alone. And Pooh Shiesty and his family felt disrespected by that. So some people think that's why he might have done what he did with the kidnapping and such. But I think there's more to the story. Let's hear this first.
This drops. It looks like he's not, he's never really publicly fell out with Gucci, but the word has been this. He's unhappy about how Gucci is started or seem unemotional to, or pretty much not caring. Right? The lack of fucks he gave when Big Scar, who is Pooh Shiesty's cousin, passed away. Okay? Apparently passed away over an accidental overdose. The story behind that goes, before offering to pay for the funeral, Gucci calls and says, "Hey yo, I know I just died. All them 1017 chains I gave, gather them up. I need them back. Give me them back. Give me them shits back." The family who was in grief, they're like, yeah. Gucci then later offers to pay for the funeral, but even that becomes a little bit. Apparently it was like, oh, it's about 10,000. It was like, oh, 10,000 can't marry. No, well, you can't. But like, this is a guy who's well loved, and they want to go over the top because this drops. It looks like he's not really properly fell out with.
No, look, alright, we're hearing the Big Scar situation might have been part of what was going on, but there's more. Okay, wait, there's more. Okay, so apparently, okay, this was kind of quite a lot of tension going on at the 1017 label. The former 1017 artists claimed that there was actually a big brewing conflict involving a whole bunch of artists on the roster, including Gucci Mane, Big Scar, Pooh Shiesty, and Fujiano. Apparently, they all were a little bit disgruntled. Okay, so this is a former 101 artist, K. Shude, Pooh Shiesty, Big Star, and Fujiano have all been beefing with Gucci Mane since they signed. And apparently, they're urging everyone not to feel sorry for any of them. They all chose their own fate. They chose to sign to 1017 on the first label, and it all went left.
To make it seem like it's a curse with Gucci. I already know curse with Gucci. Everybody chose their own fate. You on our goddamn label, face is gone. Y'all got so many things, but y'all don't even know that Gucci on and Pooh Shiesty and Scar was beefing with Gucci the entire time. It was a back and forth.
Imagine being on a label with a nigga and you beefing with the nigga that's giving you money.
Apparently they were all beefing, and there were more people that kind of had information about this. So Memphis native Lil Herb got it, aka Herb Nealon Jr. Okay, is another person who's kind of plugged into what was going on over there. Alright. So basically, rumor has it, he would tag Pooh Shiesty's mother in a Facebook post, and basically he contract so you could go and sign to Yo Gotti. He has a beef with Gucci Mane. What a little snake. You could have signed with Yo Gotti back then, but you decided to sign with Gucci. You signed your own, made your own bed, and you got a lie in it. But you had a chance to sign to Yo Gotti back in the day.
Memphis, or a guy he reached out since they both from the same area. Yeah, for sure. But you never wanted to sign with them, or they just never offered a deal, or this wasn't the right situation. Man, it just, like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never wanted to sign with nobody until my mentality
dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to make this announcement on 10/17 yesterday, but I just seen like my statement, my P&L with all my artists. You know, it's almost like a whole bunch of shakeup and it's a whole shit show in the industry right now. But when I'm looking at my P&L and me being a businessman, I think that I'm gonna have to release almost all my artists except for Pooh Shiesty and Pooh Shiesty. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I can keep all of them under the contract. But I said, hey, fuck it. Let's just make the unselfish decision and, let them take their talents elsewhere. So today, you know what I'm saying? I already reached out to all of my artists, you know what I'm saying? From them to their lawyers and whatever, and let them know that they're free to take their talents elsewhere. And I'm still looking for new talent to pair up with, Pooh and Food. And that's where I'm gonna put my focus. And I just wish them the best. And I just wanna let everybody.
So he said, look, Pooh Shiesty and Fujiana, that's what I'm rocking with, okay? This will go viral. A lot of people thought this was quite controversial, especially the way he went about it. He did say that he contacted them and their lawyers, but this was going around. It went on TMZ. All my artists are fired except Pooh and Fu. Okay, some people were probably a little bit offended by that, but there you go. Pooh Shiesty was wishing he'd got let go in that contract negotiation. He was wishing he got let go, but no, he was too valuable. Now, one of his artists that was released on the day would actually talk on the situation of being let go from 10/17. Sorry, Lil J. to show you a couple more things, right? So, almost a week after the alleged kidnapping, it's January the 16th, 6 days after, this is when Hernandez Govan, bet the quet, my guy, okay, he would basically make a video talking about Yo Gotti planning to sign Pooh Shiesty. So, Hernandez Govan's been right at everything, right? He's actually been right. People said he was capping, but he was right, and he had a lot of info that nobody else had. So, he would open up claiming Yo Gotti hooked up with Gucci Mane's wife and took Pooh Shiesty from him. This is less than a week after the alleged robbery happened. Hernandez Govan knows what's going on.
Hey, hold
I'm just tryna fuck you from the door. Bedroom or the shower or the floor. I'm just tryna fuck you till